where we break down the numbers and stories behind the world's most influential individuals. Today, we're diving into the top 5 richest people in the world in 2025. From tech to fashion, these billionaires are reshaping industries and redefining wealth. Let's get started.
Very competitive. I always want to win. The success of my group is based on a combination of creativity and organization. Today, Louis Vuitton is by far the largest and #1 luxury brand in the world. Every competitor is trying to imitate. I think they are not successful, but they try. Our business model is based on creativity, innovation, and quality.
We try to build a large business with our partners with one criteria: the best quality and the most elitist product in every line that we are selling throughout the world.
It was a risky move at the time because it was much bigger than the company of my father, but starting from that, we built the LVMH today.
The samurai warrior of Silicon Valley.
Larry's attitude is, if you want to compete against me, then be prepared to be crushed.
Larry Ellison started Oracle Software over 30 years ago, and it has made him the highest paid executive over the last decade, with a total compensation of $1.84 billion.
There was nobody better than Larry at making a customer believe that he could change that person's business life with his product.
He sees around the corner well before many of us get to the end of the street.
He'll do whatever it takes to win. In the office,
SAP, the German software firm, was ordered to pay Oracle $1.3 billion.
or on the ocean.
There is absolutely no doubt that he hates to lose.
Back and tell me how you've done this, Larry. You're the godfather of technology. You founded this company. You're still thriving. You're still coming up with all these innovation things, and I could see how passionate you are. You're beating everybody. And you came from such humble beginnings, grew up on the south side of Chicago, dropped out of college. Now you have collections of cars, jets, private homes, owning the island of Lanai. Tell me how you did it.
Well, I think my favorite line is, I had all the disadvantages necessary for success. You know, when you're raised on the south side of Chicago, you probably want to move someplace nicer. And I think if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger.
Mark Zuckerberg was a Harvard freshman with a gift for computer programming. Less than a decade later, he is the baby-faced, multi-billionaire power broker who rubs shoulders with the president.
My name is Barack Obama, and I'm the guy who got Mark to wear a jacket and tie.
I think most people still haven't really digested the scale of Facebook or how quickly it's grown.
The goal is obviously to get to ubiquity. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg wants everyone to be on this service.
He transformed a dorm room project into the internet's biggest global village. The site now has over 900 million users.
You can't underestimate how driven Mark Zuckerberg really is.
Zuckerberg is just as visionary as Steve Jobs. He's going to prove just as influential as Bill Gates.
The founder, CEO, and president of Amazon, Jeff Bezos.
So a young person starting their career, I think there are probably a lot of things. Some of them are very well known and people have heard them many times. They're still true. One of those is you should always focus on, a young person should find something that they're passionate about to do. And that's not going to surprise anyone. It's a clear thing to do. It's very hard. If you don't love your work, you're never going to be great at it. I think the other thing I would suggest to any young person, even before they start their career, is to really think about their choices. Because I find young people, and when I was young, I made this mistake too. There are a lot of things that you can be given, but those things can confuse you because they're not the things that construct your life. It's your choices that construct your life.
No PowerPoints are used inside of Amazon. New executives have a little bit of culture shock in their first Amazon meeting because what we do is somebody for the meeting has prepared a 6-page memo, a narratively structured memo that is real sentences and topic sentences and verbs and nouns, not just bullet points. And it lays out and supposed to create the context for what will then be a good discussion. And then we read those memos silently in the meeting. It's like a study hall. Everybody sits around the table and we read silently for usually about half an hour, however long it takes us to read the document. And then we discuss it. The reason we read them in the room, by the way, is because just like high school kids, executives will bluff their way through the meeting as if they've read the memo. Because we're busy. You got to actually carve out the time for the memo to get read. And that's what the first half hour of the meeting is for. And then everybody's actually read the memo. They're not just pretending to have read the memo.
Garden, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the greatest capitalist in the history of the United States of America, Elon Musk.
Sometimes dangerous. I know I sometimes say or post strange things, but that's just how my brain works. To anyone I've offended, I just want to say I reinvented electric cars and I'm sending people to Mars in a rocket ship.
Like one of the most difficult choices I ever faced in life was in 2008. I think I had maybe $30 million left. I had two choices. I could put it all into one company and then the other company would definitely die, or split it between the two companies. But if I split it between the two companies, then both might die. And when you put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating something, or building something, it's like a child. It's like, which one am I going to let one starve to death? I couldn't bring myself to do it. I split the money between the two. Fortunately, thank goodness, they both came through.
People are mistaken when they think that technology just automatically improves. It does not automatically improve. It only improves if a lot of people work very hard to make it better. And actually, it will, I think, it by itself degrade.
When I was a kid, I was wondering